All right, I'm going to share my screen with you now. Do you see the chart?
I can, yeah.
Okay, Aimee, when's your birthday?
The 2nd of January, 1993,
Time?
is 5:20 p.m.
Place?
and that is Blackburn, Blackburn, and that's England.
Aberdeen? Yeah?
Lancashire. No,
Lancashire.
sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay. So, what is going on in Aimee's world?
Cool. So I have been working in charity work for quite some time. I was working as an employment advisor, so helping people with like all aspects of finding work, staying in work, feeling more confident to move into work. And then I had a baby around 2023. And last year I trained as a psychological wellbeing practitioner. So I'm working as a therapist now for the NHS, using cognitive behavioural therapy techniques. So I've been doing that for about a year now. Yeah, it's all good fun. In my spare time, I would say I've like quite a spiritual side, but it's probably not something that I've kind of engaged with or accessed in some time, just with being a mom and studying and everything like that. So yeah, that's like a brief rundown.
Okay, for me, we're starting in the 8th house.
Cool.
And actually, I'm going to take out Saturn for now. It's Venus that came pretty strongly for me straight away, especially when you said that you were doing charity work.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
So working for charities, I'm like funded to work for the charity, but then the service that the charity offers is free for people to access.
And what is that service?
So people who are maybe struggling in life, in different aspects of life, so whether it be employment or with like the mental health, things like that.
Okay. And you help them get connected with, let's say, the programs that can help their situation.
Yeah, so I was helping people to find work. So I sort of like worked for the program, and then I would help people to build like their confidence to find work. So trying to like look for employment for them. But part of my role is also finding the programs for people. So we would call that in the UK like social prescribing, where you prescribe like community things that people could engage with, sort of helping people on like more of a social level, things like that.
Okay, do you feel the Aquarius in all of that?
Yeah, definitely.
And the
Yeah.
8th house, of course, because you're helping connect people with programs and opportunities that can help them improve their life. Also, that for you, it was like in the first place, employment. Therefore, I feel your moon in Aries in the 10th house connected with Venus. So
Yeah.
what might you do to help someone find employment? How does that work?
So someone would like come to me and I would like sit with them in like a very person-centered ways, just like chat with them, find out like what their goals are, find out what their previous experience has been, and like work on like their confidence, work on their sort of overall employment skills, like writing, like job applications, writing CVs, things like that.
Okay, so that's all the 8th house, right? Helping them write their CV, write their applications, and not just one person, but you're working with communities at large. I get lots of people coming through, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and you also help them connect, I guess, with government assistance when it's necessary.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. There, it's very strong now, the Venus in Aquarius in the 8th. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that you help them build their confidence and get going, Moon and Aries in the 10th, yeah? Yeah.
Yeah, like
The the other thing that stands out to me actually is that you're born with the Sun conjunct Uranus and Neptune.
hmm
Uranus and Neptune are both outer planets, and so they deal with more like collective, let's say, events, especially in the conjunction between the two of them. So this often makes me think about people who work in government programs, for example.
hmm
And so that your sun is conjunct the two of them makes me think about you working with the NHS. And
Yeah,
what
so
was it when you, huh?
I work for the NHS now.
Yeah, and before that, what was the organization called?
I actually worked on a Department for Work and Pensions program, so that's government, yeah.
Yeah, okay, see, so again, the government.
Mm.
Pensions program.
So Department for Work and Pensions is like the like benefits, so like social like finances. So if people are out of work, they, provide them with the money to get by. And
Yeah,
then
social benefits, right?
yeah, yeah. And
Okay, yeah, there's again. Go ahead.
sorry.
Sorry, I thought I interrupted you. Had you more to say?
Yeah, no, I think we were just both excited about the connections. um, yeah, no, yeah, you're just spot on with what you're saying, essentially.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Okay, good. So that was in the past was the charity work. Now you work with the NHS. That's the National Health Service.
Yeah, so I work as a psychological well-being practitioner, which is essentially therapist. But the level that I work at low intensity and I deliver cognitive behavioral therapy. So, like, my focus when somebody comes to have therapy with me is very much like here and now and practical. So, like, how can I help you to help yourself to improve day to day life, essentially?
Can you give an example?
Yeah, so I work with so like mild to moderate mental health concerns like stress, anxiety, depression. So I might be working with somebody who has depression, who feels really stuck, and helping them to make like daily changes so that they're alleviating that feeling of stuckness and sort of like re-engaging with their life.
hmm Okay, I'm feeling the moon Venus, but now I feel your sun in the sixth house Capricorn as well.
Yeah.
That to me feels like offering the helpful things that they can do on a day-to-day basis in order to engage with like real life. That's all totally sixth house Capricorn, what I'm hearing. Do you agree?
Yeah, definitely. Like it's very like routine based, like looking at routines. Um, there's like other aspects of my work, so I can work with more like anxiety presentations, but I really enjoy, we call it behavioral activation. So I really enjoy that idea of like helping somebody to change their day-to-day life with through their routine. Yeah.
Behavioral activation. So
Yeah.
so can so can you just how does that work? What do you offer them like yeah, can you just
Yeah, so I would like do an assessment with somebody, find out about their thoughts, feelings, behaviors, kind of like split it up, which I feel is quite like sixth house, like looking at things in like quite a structured way. And
Mhm.
then I would get somebody to like go away, think about what they do, like minute by minute every day kind of thing, bring that back. We'd go through it together and then we'd look at sort of, okay, how's the balance there? So is there a balance of like routine, necessary, and like pleasurable activities? Like, and then sort of analyze it from there whilst helping somebody to re-engage. So if somebody's like not been doing pleasurable activities because they feel really, down or their motivation is low, then can we help you to think about doing more pleasurable things that will hopefully then lift your mood and well-being?
I see. You're offering people different options and perspectives they hadn't considered.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm. And you're kind of enlightening the situation. Like they're so stuck in whatever is happening, and you're like, well, how about this and this? And
Hmm. Yeah.
okay. So I feel you kind of you're I can see it's very rewarding work because you show people the light.
Yeah, definitely. I like that explanation. Yeah.
Okay. I'm feeling the square to your Jupiter in Libra, that you're the one to deliver. And I think it comes very naturally to you, right? Because it sits in your fourth house, that Jupiter in Libra, to give
Okay.
people different perspectives, opinions, options. Think about this versus this. What do they prefer? Are they getting enough of this in their routine? Or so I feel like that's
Yeah.
something that's even characteristic of you, just how you live your life.
Yeah, so it's really interesting you say that because I always say, like my job is to invite a little bit more perspective or a different perspective. And I feel like I can challenge people, but in a way that, you know, comes across like, nice and not sort of confrontational. People seem to take it quite well when I do challenge them in the way that I put it across, I guess.
Hmm. Yeah, and it's all very real world. I hear like you work with people's real situations. How do they really live? What do they really need to do? What are the steps they actually have to take to get there, step by
Yeah.
step?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Okay. So there's the sun, right? And the sixth Capricorn.
Yeah. Hmm.
Also that, I like the behavioral activation. It makes me think about your moon and Aries in the 10th house, right? Get
Hmm.
people moving, stimulate them, excite them, show them something else they can do, give them some exercises, put them to work a little bit.
Yeah, definitely. And I feel like the type of therapist I am when I'm at work in session, I'm not like a clipboard therapist, I think we're past that, idea of therapist now, but I do like to like give people that spark and help people to feel really comfortable. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm feeling your Mercury as well is coming up now because it's connected to the moon Venus.
Hmm.
Makes me think about you taking all of their history and information down one by one. And I guess you guys have a system that you keep all the information for all those people as well.
Yeah. So it's interesting because there's like different types of therapy, but the type of therapy I like, the type of therapy that I'm doing is a little bit more structured. It's,
Hmm.
yeah, like structured, goal focused. Yeah.
And I love how Venus is like at the middle, right? In the eighth. You're helping other people find their way and
Yeah.
find their value, find their purpose, find the programs they need, find the funding they're looking for.
Hmm. Yeah. It's a nice description.
Fantastic. Okay. Okay. I want to work with the transits a little bit.
Okay, cool.
So I would like to just hear about the past few days.
Yeah. So past few days have been good. I am on a bit of a fitness journey at the moment, and yeah, it feels quite different. I feel like, oh, I actually might achieve this. I guess I've been, you know there's that thing of like, yeah, I'll start on Monday, but I start every Monday kind of thing. But yeah, I've really been enjoying like going to the gym. Yeah, something feels different about it this time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, I have a very good feeling about what that is.
Yeah.
Do you already? Just looking at the chart?
Yeah, so I had a glance at my chart last night and I was seeing Jupiter approaching the ascendant. Yeah.
Jupiter
Okay.
is conjunct your Mars,
Okay, cool.
right? You see that? You have Mars at 19 Cancer, Jupiter is at 21 Cancer. So Jupiter is exactly conjunct your Mars and has been for the previous 8 months,
Mm-hmm.
but especially now, right?
Mm. Yeah.
Like this, like the month of May is when the
Yeah.
exact conjunction has happened.
Uh-huh.
So that you feel like inspired and you keep going to the gym and you're seeing progress and you feel like, whoa, I'm really doing it this time.
Yeah, definitely. And obviously like Mars is like movement, so that makes sense to me.
Sport, exactly. And Jupiter is the one to make you really put your work into it and enjoy it and like see that you can.
Yeah. Yeah, I can feel that. definitely.
How
Yeah.
long have you been kind of like really into it lately?
Maybe like the past couple of months. I have sort of like finished my training at the start of the year. Didn't in terms of like my work training, so it didn't feel like the right time. Um,
Okay. Go ahead.
yeah, so yeah,
Work
probably
training was in January, right?
yeah, I finished the training in January.
Okay. When did you start the training?
Oh, I started the training last March, so March 2025.
Oh, long time ago.
Mm.
Oh, okay. Ah, I get it. Okay, that was when you had your Mars return in March of 25.
Okay. Hmm. What do you feel that would signify?
Well, it's the beginning of your new work, right? A return is just like the beginning of a new cycle. And so that you begin the training, that is what your Mars return was about. This is your new work.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
When did you, was it like around 18th of March that you began?
It was literally the 17th of March.
The 17th of March. You know, that was the day that you had your Mars return exact.
Oh, that is crazy, isn't it? Like, don't you just love
Ta-da!
it when you can see it right in front of you?
Yeah.
Oh, how
Right.
cool. I love that.
Okay. And now we have, well, let me just show you. If I go back to January, you can see that's when Jupiter made the other exact conjunction to your Mars, but he was retrograde at that time. So that makes me think because Jupiter was retrograde on your Mars, you're like, well, I'm training now, right? Jupiter, Mars, the training, completing the training. And now you're ready to like, okay, what happens after you complete the training? You start working, right?
Yeah. Hmm.
Okay, and there's a lot more learning in that because now you're getting the real thing.
Yeah, totally.
Okay, and you're actually getting to work with people and help them.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Okay. And I guess that's kind of a rewarding feeling, and you feel like, whoa, I'm good at this. This is awesome.
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
definitely.
Okay.
Mhm.
So you see Jupiter, Mars, and all of that, right?
Yeah. Yeah, that's really cool.
Okay, great. And then we move forward a few months, and Jupiter stations direct in March, and he approaches your Mars, and you're like, okay, now it's time to work out, get my fitness together. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, great.
I've got the Jupiter power behind me, like it's happening.
Yeah, exactly.
Hmm.
Okay, so I just want to go back again to this week and I'll show you why, but I'm just curious to hear, like, maybe over the weekend or on Monday, how were things?
Um, yeah. Yeah, things have been okay. Hmm. I'm
Has it
curious.
been like really busy? Like you were moving a lot, there was a lot to do, maybe with your kid, you were going someplace?
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, it's always busy with my child. My child's been a little bit ill actually. So,
Okay, yes.
yeah, I'm just thinking about. So, yeah, last week there was like a bit of a balance. So I was like balancing like work, home, child. Yeah, there was a bit of that going on last week.
Why? Why just were you alone?
Um, yeah, no, my partner was here, but just yeah, we didn't reach out for any like support from family just because like family were busy. So yeah, I'm trying to
And
think.
usually you have family support.
Yeah, pretty good family support. Yeah.
Okay. I'm asking for a specific reason. It's because Mars was conjunct your moon on
Mm,
Monday was exact.
hmm.
But of course, even in the previous day. And so whenever I see that's happening just now, I'm like, okay, we can get something from that. Okay, so that you're really busy and you didn't have help. But of course, for me, it's like the more detail I have, the more I can point. Not that important.
Yeah, I guess I was at work on Monday and I actually had like really good sessions all day. Like my sessions went really well. Um, yeah, I was in a really good mood. Yeah.
So it's very active.
Yeah.
Was it a lot of men that you were working with?
No, I actually work for a women's organization at the moment. So,
Aha.
yeah,
So you work just with women pretty much.
pretty much like the occasional man, but yeah, mostly women. by choice, really, though. Like, I don't have a preference.
Uh-huh. Is that where they put you, or is
Yeah. Hmm.
uh-huh. Okay, so the women that come to you, is it mostly like people that are, let's say, single moms that need help, or they've just left a relationship, or they're looking for work and they is there a specific kind of person that's coming frequently?
Yeah, no, more of an array of people, really, I guess. Like at the moment on like my caseload, I've got quite a lot of like burnt out mums who aren't managing to make time for themselves. And also I've got quite a few like ADHD clients. So it's quite interesting.
Uh-huh. And you meet with them regularly or just for a few times?
Yeah, so it's like once a week for 8 weeks. So it's considered like brief therapy.
Uh-huh.
Um, Yeah, and then they've like got the tools to hopefully I will give them the tools, they will do the work, and then they can sort of be their own therapist if anything else comes up in the future.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. What would you say is like the challenge with your work at the moment?
Yeah, I think things are okay. I did, funnily enough, I went for a team leader position.
Okay.
I want to say
Mm-hmm.
that was like around March time. And I got an interview, and really unlike me, I pulled out of the interview. Like it didn't feel right. It felt like it just wasn't the right fit. Um, yeah, so that happened, which I'm okay with. Just didn't feel right at the time.
The team lead, you said.
Yeah. So that would be more working, obviously, like with like in more of a managerial capacity, but also working with like more risk. So people come in and they might have, issues with like suicidal thoughts or self-harm, things like that. So I would have been like the go-to person for people to discuss that with, which yeah, would have been fine. But I think that my skill set at the moment, and obviously considering just finishing training, my skill set's better working on what I'm working on rather than that.
Uh-huh. Okay, I see. Yeah, what I'm feeling is Saturn is now in your 10th house.
Yeah. Hmm.
And so that you didn't feel that was the right fit for you just yet. I'm feeling Saturn square to your sun in the 6th.
Oh, interesting.
And that you didn't end up taking that promotion, even though there was the option to do it, because you feel that you're best suited where you're at the moment. And I guess you want to continue cultivating those skills
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
until you feel more like competent big time.
Yeah, totally.
But it does feel at the same time like you would like to move up.
Yeah, I mean, I could have pushed myself, but I just something just didn't feel right about it at the time. And if I move the direction ever so slightly, so with my current work, I'm working at like a low intensity level, but I wanted to like protect my skills, my clinical skills, because I want to build up to working at the more complex level. So that would be working with more complex presentations, so like
Uh-huh.
trauma, PTSD, kind of what I would consider like more eighth house kind of stuff
Hmm.
at some point. So it was protective for my overall plan to kind of keep working on my therapeutic skill set rather than moving into a managerial role. Does that make sense?
Okay, that's making me think about Neptune's long-term square to your Mercury.
Okay, interesting. So I don't know. I, I'm better with like the houses and the planets rather than the aspects and the
Yeah,
angle.
I'm gonna tell you why I say that. When you talk about complex presentation,
Hmm.
that for me is Well, first of all, it's hard to actually understand or label, right?
Hmm.
Because you have to take so many things into account, and then you're working with a person's psychology, and not only because it's their circumstances and their past trauma. I mean, there's just so much that goes into that, I guess.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
So, therefore, I feel the Neptune to your Mercury, because of kind of that world of dealing with people's psychology at large, and not only like simple psychology, like with me, right? You can have a regular conversation, but starting to work and understand how to build rapport with people who are much more complex. And
Hmm.
I feel like there's like you don't maybe at the moment like you've been doing some studies and you start to feel more confident, but that you don't trust or it's like not that clear yet. That's for me the Neptune square.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel that definitely. Uh-huh. Yeah. I think that comes in as well. Like, previously I've done quite a bit of writing. Like, I love writing. I love to like share writing. More like about like spiritual topics. So you've got Neptune there, but I don't always feel confident to do that, even though I do think I would have something like valuable to say, or somebody might
Mm.
pick up something valuable from that. So I wonder if that's like the Neptune Mercury square as well.
Like recently you're talking about.
Yeah, no, some time ago. I've not really done any writing for a while. Um, yeah.
Uh-huh. You stopped writing.
Yeah, I think that's more of a I moved house, renovated the house, had a baby.
Uh-huh. When did you move house?
Oh, that was 2022.
Okay, so some time ago already. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Oops. Uh-huh, no, even before. And when in 2022?
It's like February the 18th, 21st, something like that.
Oh wow. Okay, okay, that even surprised. And then you were renovating for like the next year?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Okay, that makes sense.
Does it?
Yeah, like into 2023, I guess.
Yeah, definitely into 2020.
Why? What kind of renovations were you making?
So just general renovations. We kind of bought the house and it needed like replastering, recarpeting, decorating. Yeah, everything.
Okay, it was a lot of work.
Yeah, it was a lot of work. Hmm.
Okay, it's because during that period, Jupiter was opposing your Jupiter in the fourth
Okay.
and squaring your sun in Capricorn. So the Capricorn part makes me think about the renovations that you yourselves are doing day after day. And I guess it was kind of exciting, even though it was a lot of work. It's like, whoa, we're putting that house together the way that we want to have it. That's pretty
Yeah.
special.
Yeah, totally. And my partner is Libra, and we moved in together like really soon after we'd met each other. It's like 10 years ago, but we've always kind of said like our house is really important to us. We want like a really, safe, warm, inviting space. So yeah, it was like the culmination of that part of our relationship.
Yeah, and I love that you call it the culmination, right? Because it's the Jupiter opposition,
Mm-hmm.
right? Which is the culmination, the realization of that.
Oh, how lovely.
Hmm.
Cool.
And
And
I
then
guess at that time you were working a lot on your relationship in the sense of like, hey, we got to get this done and that. And it's like you learn a lot about each other at that
yeah.
time doing that together.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It feels like very like a rewarding experience where you test your partnership on a different level.
Yeah, like it moves from sort of romantic to actually this is really practical. Can we get through the practical stuff together? And then that year in like the November, we fell pregnant. So yeah, even more stuff going on. So yeah, around that time.
Uh-huh. Okay, that's when Jupiter was stationing conjunct your moon when you got
Okay.
pregnant.
Uh-huh. I've always wanted children, so and like many
Hmm.
people, children are, really
Was that
emotional.
your first? Oh wait,
Yeah,
wait a minute. You have just one now.
I just well, yeah. Hmm.
But you said children, so I guess there's more coming.
Mhm. Maybe in a while.
In a while, so there's no such thing as getting pregnant right now.
No, I don't
Are
think
you
so.
sure?
I hope I'm sure.
Okay.
It's been a busy few years.
Right. Okay. So it's you, your partner, and your son or daughter?
Son, yeah.
Son.
Uh-huh.
He's like 1, 2 almost?
He's 2.5, so he's
Two and a
nearly
half.
3. Yeah.
Okay. So what is happening like on the family front currently?
Yeah, so things are good in terms of like our little unit. Our son kind of tests us. So he's a Leo sun, Taurus moon, Taurus rising, and
Oh,
he's got Moon, Jupiter, and Uranus in the first house. So it's quite the personality.
oh, wow,
Yeah,
interesting. Okay,
yeah.
hold on a minute. Is your husband wealthy?
Um, he
Because your child's placements already are giving me someone who's growing up well off or just certainly not poor.
Yeah, so I would say we do okay for ourselves right now. Things are tight like anyone, but we're definitely not, we could be worse off. My partner's family, yeah, they're not wealthy, but they don't go without. My child's got like a little trust fund-ish kind of thing.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah. Do you see that? Because it's the moon Jupiter,
Mm-hmm.
and then no, wait. Oh yeah, moon Jupiter rising.
Mm-hmm.
Taurus, the trust fund,
Yeah.
right?
Uh-huh.
Something that's growing and growing over time, but it's from the family, right?
Mhm.
Does that
Yeah,
make sense when you see it that way?
yeah, definitely. And you asked the question about future children, but I'm very much of the sort of idea that I want to kind of do everything I can for the child that I've got. So I don't want him to sort of go without, if you will. Like my upbringing, we didn't, it wasn't the worst, but we did kind of struggle in some senses financially. So I guess like I really don't want that for him in a sense. Yeah.
I feel that you and him spend lots of time together.
Yeah, he loves me. Yeah.
Because the
Child.
moon Taurus rising, to me that feels very like very close relationship, very stable. You're there, you're teaching him a lot. Like it feels very culinary also, like you cook different things for him. He likes different textures.
Yeah. Uh-huh, definitely. Yeah.
It feels very tactile as well, like playing a lot in the dirt with the toys, touching.
Yeah, he's very tactile. He's very sort of he like loves to hold your hand. He likes to be touched, like to go to sleep, he needs to be touched, like likes his nose being touched, like very sort of yeah, that sort of sensuality that you'd link with Taurus, like it's definitely there.
Okay. Uh-huh.
Hmm.
Does your husband have a business?
He doesn't have a business, but he works for a business. He works really hard. Yeah.
What kind of?
He designs maps for theme
Oh,
parks.
for
Yeah.
theme parks.
Yeah. So like Six Flags. Are you in America?
No, but I know what you're talking about. I've been to Six Flags.
Okay. So yeah, Six Flags, like he's designed like the maps and things like
Like
that.
he's kind of architecture adjacent.
Yeah, so he's an illustrator, so it's all sort of like computer design, but he's definitely, yeah, architecture. And he does have his own little he does art and he calls them growings. So they're very architectural. So he does like tiny little houses and then links the houses together. Does that make sense? You'd have to kind of
Is his son in the third or the ninth? What's
I
his
think
rising? Do you remember?
his rising is Virgo.
Okay, so it'd be in the 12th. or in the second.
Yeah, no,
Okay,
his
that's
son's in
interesting.
South. His
I'm
son-
feeling the Libra very much because you said he's Libra, right? And so when you make a map, you have to okay, so this right, everything has to be very mathematically sound. And so you
Yes.
can think about the Libra in terms of equality on that level, where
Yeah.
things have to be put in the correct place, otherwise they're not going to be architecturally sound.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay,
Uh-huh.
feels like he's also kind of has that role in the household, maybe.
Yeah, yeah. He's very, yeah, he's very stable. He works really hard. Like if we like my upbringing, like maybe wasn't as stable as his. And when we met, he really kind of brought that sort of sense of stability into my life, if you will. Yeah.
Hmm. What is, how about like the house itself? What is special about your house?
Um, yeah, we have a really nice house actually, which I feel really lucky to say. We I did some renovations, like made a really big kitchen, so the kitchen's like really big. We have friends around quite a lot. That was really fun.
Yeah, I feel like you're hosting.
Yeah, we host a lot. Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
And
yeah.
okay. Do you feel that Jupiter and Libra in your fourth house that we're talking about with all that?
Yeah, definitely. Like, really sort of interestingly as well. So I moved out of like my family home when I was really young, probably like, 17, 18, because I didn't always have that sense of the Libra kind of, that wasn't really around for me when I was a kid. So I moved out really early because I wanted to have that sense of like peace and have my own space, things like that. Um, yeah. And then I've been working
You've
hard.
not been considered.
Yeah, I guess you could put it that way sometimes, maybe.
Hmm. So you left early and you worked your way to have your own place.
Yeah. Hmm.
Uh-huh. There I feel the Sun Jupiter square again.
Hmm. Yeah. Yeah, like I attach quite a lot of like identity to my house and my home. Like when I was a kid, I shared a bedroom, so I never had my own space.
Aha.
Yeah.
Okay. That's there I start to feel the Libra.
Hmm.
Okay. What with your brother, sister?
Sister, yeah.
Is it just one sister? Do you have other siblings?
This one sister.
Just one sister.
Hmm.
And how was it sharing the space with her?
Not great.
Why not?
So there's quite a big age gap. So there's 7
Ah,
between me and my sister. So, and I'm the eldest. So yeah, when I was like 14, she was like 7. It doesn't really work, does it? You know?
so interesting. Okay. So you had to kind of also like raise her, teach
Yeah.
her.
Yeah. I was left quite, like I said, I don't mean for it to sound, awful, but I did have maybe some parental responsibilities as a kid.
Okay, brilliant. Okay, do you see the Sun in Capricorn? Squaring
Yeah.
that Jupiter and Libra in the fourth?
Yeah. I've
Right,
never
you're
really
the
like,
eldest. Okay, go ahead.
I've just never really like picked up on that particular aspect before. So that's interesting. Mm.
And learning how to manage with her
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and having to, I guess you had to always be the one to make way because she's little, so she doesn't understand as well as you do.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
There I feel the Jupiter, yeah, the elder kind of. And
Mm.
Libra for me is again the one that has to, you're the one that does the relationship more better and had to learn inevitably.
Mm,
Chores,
mhm.
I guess you were also doing chores.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Did your parents split?
Yeah, so my mum and my dad kind of split when I was around 3 years old. They didn't have the greatest relationship. And then I saw my dad up until I was about 9, and then he kind of just like disappeared. Um,
Uh-huh.
yeah.
Okay, there comes Mars in your 12th in Cancer.
Okay. Yeah, because like Mars would be the father and it's in the 12th house. So like hidden or like removed maybe.
Yeah, exactly about someone that's disappearing from the family. And so you didn't see him after that much.
No, no, he sometimes tries to get in contact with me, but I don't think that, it's the one right now.
Oh, interesting.
Mm.
But it feels like even so you stayed with your mom, clearly.
Yeah.
It was
Hmm.
you, your sister, and your mom.
And my stepdad. So,
And you aha, interesting.
mhm.
Okay, it feels like was he kind of the lord of the house?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay. I see. And you have to learn to be polite and to relate to him well and to
Hmm.
yeah,
So
be good, be nice. Get
yeah, so,
along, get along.
so he had to, yeah, get along, but on his terms. He
Mm.
had a military background as well, which I always find quite interesting, sort of being the child of like, someone who's been in the military. It's a different kind of upbringing, I think.
Oh, sorry, who was in the military?
My stepdad.
Aha. So he was more militant, expectant, you had to do things.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. And I feel that the relationship to your mom maybe was also kind of like mediated through him in a way. Like it was just not.
Yeah, yeah, it's interesting you pick up on that. Like, say if I had something to say as a child, it was very much like, don't say that to your mom, or, and I feel that like that sort of blocked expression sometimes and, blocked the communication between me and my mum. Yeah.
Uh-huh. Yeah, you had to be kind of very intelligent.
Mm.
Hmm, interesting. And I also feel like you were the one to maybe like keep the things calm or just kind of be the adult sometimes. Try to be very reasonable. When-
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. And I feel that more in my sort of adult life. So, I left home quite young, maybe not on the best terms, if you will, but I've tried as an adult to keep that, maintain that relationship. But I feel like I often take the adult role or like the harmonizing role, if you will. Like I feel like I have to sort of harmonize the family, which is maybe the Libra coming through as well there.
Yes, in the fourth house.
Mm.
And when you say family, you're talking about kind of your blood, like your parents and your
Yeah,
sister.
yeah, uh-huh.
Okay, that should be very active right now. There should be something happening with that at the moment. Maybe you're reaching a limit. Maybe you want to become independent. There's something.
Hmm. Yeah, so with my family, actually, things are pretty like straight, like sailing with my immediate family. Yeah, my grandmother is like kind of quite unwell. She has like dementia. She's been quite difficult. That's putting quite a lot of strain on the family. Um, and then like my partner's family, we are going through a little bit of a sort of rehashing of boundaries, if you will. Um, yeah, like we're adults in our own right. We
Hmm.
appreciate help, but we don't always need it, if you will. that makes sense.
I feel there's also like some financial reconsiderations as well. You're making some like important decisions.
Yeah, so I'm just coming to the end of like a financial matter, which should change like my financial situation quite significantly for the better. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, was there like a debt that you've been paying off?
Yeah, so some like renovation debt, things like that, and like we're re
Ah.
yeah.
Uh-huh. And who did you owe it to a bank or did you have invoices to pay off?
Yeah, so just the bank. Yeah, like we took out a bit of money to help with the house, and then it's kind of all like getting wrapped up now. But it's been a bit challenging for the past couple of years, and sort of summertime should be, yeah, straight with that, which will be really nice.
So sometime around, was it around COVID time that you started dipping into debt?
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay. There I'm feeling the Jupiter in your fourth Libra, right? That's the renovation of the house to make it amazing, connected to Saturn in the eighth.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
that feels like the debt that you had taken out in order to make all those renovations.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
And then if you'll notice now, Saturn is making the opposition to your Jupiter. So you've reached the culmination point.
Okay, cool. Yeah, interesting. Yeah, so yeah, that makes perfect sense. So we started like saving for the house during COVID. Um,
Yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
so we started saved, and then we were like, okay, we need some money, borrowed it, and then that's just left us with a little bit of debt, which should be kind of cleared by summer-ish, hopefully.
Okay, perfect. Actually, notice exactly when Jupiter enters your first house and quickly moves into your second, because your
Mm-hmm.
first house is so teeny, at least in Placidus, so
Uh-huh.
that you're feeling like this giant relief and the household is finally like paid off. That feels very Jupiter on the ascendant in Cancer. Feels
Yeah,
like there's going to be some kind of welcoming party or like some kind of house celebration upcoming.
yeah, definitely. Yeah, we've already said that. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Woo!
yeah.
Great. And then, of course, the Saturn opposition to your Jupiter for me is also like the boundary setting with the people who are, I guess, offering help. Who knows what kind of terms people give. That
Mhm.
makes me think about the Jupiter in Libra as well, like learning all the time about relating to family. In this case, not just yours, but also your husband's, right? And
Yeah.
how do you stay polite and diplomatic and be kind and be gentle and have nice relations? It feels like a subject. How do you have those conversations?
Yeah, absolutely. You're getting that like bang on. Yeah, totally. Have to kind of like temper the moon in Aries as well.
Yeah.
My way would be maybe just kind of say it how it is, but then can't always do that.
I
Yeah.
guess those are two sides of you, right? There's a part of you that reacts very quickly, and then there's the next thing that comes, which is like, oh, I
Yeah.
should have,
Yeah, I've done quite a lot of work on not reacting as quickly as I feel. Yeah.
Oh yeah, look at how the moon is just at the like right at the top of the chart.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, this to me also feels like retaliation, rebellion against authority.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely. Yeah, I'm sure in some sort of past life I'll have started a revolution. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel you being so, yeah, kind of. Now I also feel the militancy, kind of the sense of urgency in the household.
Yeah, I rush about a lot. I'm kind of like, yeah, we're gonna do this, gonna do that. Like I'm very, I don't know, I've always had that sense of like my own inner authority. Um,
Hmm.
yeah, almost like when I was a kid, like, oh, you don't need to teach me. Like I already know,
Yes,
Go.
I feel like you're a natural leader. You always just did what you want. You didn't mind stepping on toes.
Mm. But then the kind of like Cancer rising comes in as well. So
Mm,
like, yeah, I've got like this really sort of like strong, confident, like hot-headed kind of side to me. And then the Cancer ascendant comes in, and yeah, that's added like a watery, emotional, sensitive, and I've kind of found that hard to balance at times because I do kind of see
Mm.
one way or the other. Yeah, I wonder what your interpretation of that
Well,
is.
what's coming up for me is your son, actually.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
I feel that he's like very active also.
Mm. Mm-hmm.
And you like to go out and do things together.
Oh, yeah, totally. Yeah, like love being out and about. My son is really active. Yeah,
Yeah.
like more so than other children, it seems like. Yeah.
Mm.
Hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, I feel you being the sports mom as well, like taking him places and you're really cheering him on. It's like, yes, let's try this, let's try that, let's go here. Totally. He has an idea. You're like, let's make it happen. No
Uh-huh.
worries. Let's go to the store right now. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that, yeah, in a nutshell. Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah. I'm probably
Mm.
like living vicariously through him as well, because maybe I didn't get those
Mm.
experiences. So I'm very keen to kind of give him everything. You know, I don't want him to be spoiled, but yeah, like let's have fun. You want to
I
do
feel
something?
that, okay, there's another read coming. It's like being a sensitive, soft, gentle person, like in general. But then it's like you have to stand up for yourself.
Mm, mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that is what comes up for me.
Yeah, I have that like quite yeah, I think that's like a theme that kind of runs through my life quite a lot. Like I got bullied when I was a kid, which is interesting because I don't, you know, there's part of me that would like never accept that, but then there's part of me that maybe would, you know? Does that make sense?
How do you mean?
So like the Aries moon, like I feel like that's like a fighter and it's very like, no, I'm not gonna take that. I'm gonna like give you what for. But then the Cancer moon, the Cancer rising, sorry, I feel, you know, internalizes and I do have
Hmm.
that like softer side to myself where maybe I, you know, maybe my self-esteem is not as strong as like my confidence in my abilities. Like if we think about like the moon in the 10th house, like yeah, if I've got a goal, I'm going to achieve it. But sometimes maybe, you know, that Cancer rising, yeah,
Mm.
sense of self-esteem isn't as strong as like my moon, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I also feel that there's like it's sometimes like you push beyond your own limits. Like
Mm,
there's a point at which you need rest, but you kind of just keep going.
oh yeah, I definitely do
Or
that.
it's like or like sleeping, for example, you should sleep more, but instead you're up and now you're thinking about what to do next. And so I feel this kind of, yeah, a little bit more easy to go into adrenaline.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. Yeah, yeah, that happens. Mhm.
And I feel that you want to take care and be gentle, but it just comes out as huh!
Yeah, yeah, I get that. Uh-huh. Yeah, yeah.
Okay, I also feel like lots of traveling actually
Oh,
for
interesting.
you.
I've not done
That
that.
that just came very quickly.
Hmm. I would love to travel. Like traveled a little bit when I was younger, went around Europe on the train. That was amazing. But
Yes.
with everything that's been going on, like house-wise, baby-wise, work-wise, it's just not been the time. But yeah, that's something, you know, that I hold real value in, like going out and seeing the world. So
Yeah, going out and seeing London as well.
yeah.
Like, being out, checking out the shops, seeing
Yeah.
what seminar, what kind of groups there are around, maybe taking a group class, like a fitness class together.
Yeah. Hmm. Yeah. That would be fun.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, I feel like you're an explorer also like of culture.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. I feel like I'm, yeah, really interested in, yeah. Sometimes like when I'm in more of like a meditative state, my mind takes me to like different places. Yeah, like I'll be exploring like Japan in my head and then I'll be like, oh okay, I'm there now. Does Does that make sense?
Totally. Were you ever like in the car a lot, like traveling around the city or maybe in the subway, in the trains, in the buses? It just feels like you're in the public, moving with public, yeah, with the crowd.
Hmm. Yeah. Um, yeah, as much as anybody else, I guess. Hmm.
Okay. Okay, let's pause there for today then.
Cool. That was amazing. Thank you so much. How interesting. Wow. You're really like intuitive in how you kind of like pick it, so you can see the, the chart, but then you bring that sort of intuitive sense as well, which I think is really cool. And yeah, you were spot on with, everything you said. That was, yeah, amazing. Thank you so much.
Yeah, you're very welcome. I know, and once you see how it works, it's actually kind of straightforward, right?
Yeah, totally. I always say like it's like a language, People are so eager to say, "Oh, astrology, it's a load of rubbish." And you think, well, if you learnt the language, then you would be able to speak it, like we've just spoke a different language for, a little while, and it makes sense to both of us, doesn't it? So,
Exactly. Yeah.
yeah. Oh, thank you so much.
Sure. And I'm feeling the Libra very much in your house, by the way. Like I thought you were on a balcony, but I see it's a contained area, but there's so much air. There's so
Yeah.
much space.
So I'm in a conservatory, which is actually in my garden.
Ah.
So at some point, this will like be well, I actually work from here. So I do like my like telephone and video therapy here. But I do like Reiki and things like that. So this will be like the space that I do that in.
And you're the gardener also, right? You like to go out and
Yeah. Yeah. I think me and my partner like both enjoy that. That's one thing that
yeah.
does. But
And I feel like you also enjoy to clean, like you like to keep the house
oh yeah,
in
definitely.
order.
Yeah, yeah. Uh-huh. Although funny because I've got Uranus in the sixth house, so sometimes I like let it get a bit chaotic.
Yeah, great. Exactly. Because I was feeling your Sun and Mercury there with Jupiter. Okay,
Yeah,
great.
yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
Good. I'm gonna stop recording, and then you and I can just chat for a couple more minutes. So Amy and I are signing out. Thanks for watching, people.